Rise like a phoenix out of the ashes, seeking rather than vengeance, retribution. Welcome everybody to a live episode of Savage Crypto. In today's video, I am going to be talking about a next gen cryptocurrency. And if you understand the reference, then you'll know what I'm going to be talking about. So, look at the market cap today. Absolutely spectacular. 506 billion. I was around when this was a tenth of the size, and that was literally 7 months ago. 6-7 months ago. But now look at it, it is absolutely soaring today. My goodness. Now, I did a little poll on my cryptocurrency channel, and I put, guys, what's your favourite segment to watch? Now, it's very interesting. The ones that people love to watch are Savage Crypto and Suppo's picks. So essentially, me dissecting a cryptocurrency, and in terms of like market recap, so looking down the whole coin market cap list, 7%. So I am going to completely cut that down to size and not do too much looking down the market cap. So leave me in the comments, let me know, what do you like me to cover personally? Let me know in the comments, peeps. Also, guys, if you love learning about cryptocurrencies on a daily basis, smash that subscribe button, smash it with all your might if you haven't already, and join the 67,000 people subscribed to Team Suppoman. And if you are excited to learn about this next gen cryptocurrency, a new cryptocurrency, one that a lot of people don't know about, then smash up the likes, give us a like spike in appreciation, because in today's video, I am going to be talking about it in proper detail, just to make sure that you are fully aware of what this is. So, Bitcoin has now stabilized over 17,000. It does go under 17 every now and again, but it's kind of found quite a good support at 17,000. So that's really good. But look at Ethereum. Unbelievable growth. Nearly $700. Somebody on my Facebook posted it went up to 900. I mean, I woke up straight away. I was half asleep looking at my Facebook. I went, what? Unbelievable. I don't think it reached 900, but look at that. 690, nearly $700. Bitcoin Cash is over 1,600 again. Ripple. My goodness me. If there was a top 10 coin that hadn't yet properly spiked, it was Ripple, and now it has. It has reached an all-time high, I think. I got into Ripple when it was 2 cents, and it went up to 43 cents, I think, which was around about the time I sold Ripple and then bought back way down, and now it's gone back up to 47 cents. Unbelievable. Litecoin, though, continues to progress. It hasn't, I think somebody said it went over $400 yesterday. I didn't see it happen, and it's still progressing up towards $400. IOTA's lost a little bit of momentum. Dash is surging over $900. $900! Can you imagine how Jerry Banfield must be feeling right now? I certainly feel like crap, but he actually had a masternode, which would nearly be worth $1 million today. Wow. And that's not even considering the masternode benefits that he would be getting on a monthly basis. Monero as well. 328. This is nearly where Litecoin is, and Monero was, I remember that really went up in the privacy coin boom. Okay, so amazing rise today. Cardano's gone up a little bit. EOS $6. It's nearly at its all-time highest, which was at about $6.80, which was when it just came out at ICO. So I'm going to be speaking to you today about a new cryptocurrency. It's only recently come out, okay? And that is this one, EncryptGen, also known as DNA. Probably the best ticker words ever, ticker letters ever. DNA. Now, this currently is really under the radar cryptocurrency. A lot of people have been buzzing about DNA, about this being a progressive area, moving into the cryptocurrency space. I told you yesterday about the pornographic industry coming to cryptocurrency to disrupt the cryptocurrency business. The DNA cryptocurrency, EncryptGen is doing something different to disrupting an industry. It's actually innovating in an industry. It's actually, well, I'm going to talk to you more about it, but it's innovating rather than disrupting. It's actually just innovating and making DNA sharing a lot easier, a lot more controllable, and the volume's very, very low at the moment. Okay, so it was quite low not long ago. It was under 10 cents, and then it started to seep through the communities at a very, very low level where people were talking about it but didn't get much praise because Litecoin and everything has been absolutely blowing up. But now you can kind of look at these cryptocurrencies and think, right, where can I now make the savage gains? Where can I make the multipliers on cryptocurrencies that are under $1 and currently at a very low price? Okay, so this here is the website for EncryptGen, encryptgen.com. I like a cryptocurrency that's got a .com. .io is nice, you know, it's all fine and stuff, but I like a .com. That already adds a sense of real credibility to the business, okay? I really like these backgrounds as well. So you can take a look at the EncryptGen website. There's a ton of stuff. There's a really nice explainer video as well. You know, there's quite a lot of information. They've got the white paper in here, which is quite readable, but it's a very, very unorthodox white paper. And they've got a blog here, and then you can have a look at the team, and I'm going to be looking at the team very shortly. So I'm going to be doing my savage analysis right now. I am going to be doing my looking at the benefits. What is it in a nutshell? What are the benefits of it? Why would you want to invest in it? And then look at the negatives, I suppose, why you may not want to invest in it, and then give it a final rating out of 5 stars. To get a 5-star is almost impossible, but there are some cryptocurrencies that are worthy of it in time. So let's now move on to this presentation. So let me just make sure that I am live and all's good and you can hear me all right and everything like that. We've got a ton of people watching. Smash up the likes, peeps. Oh yeah, and also I've got a little bit of a semi kind of crypto daily hairdo. So there we are. So smash up the likes. Only 205 likes out of over 1,000 people watching. So I'm going to join you like smashed. So, and can you hear me okay? Yeah, you can hear me more than okay. So, let's talk about this then. Let's talk about EncryptGen, otherwise known as DNA. What is it in a nutshell? What's the simplest explanation for EncryptGen? So, very simply put, it's a DNA database on a blockchain. Now, a blockchain is essentially a database. It's a record of whatever information that you'd like stored, and because of the way it's distributed, it's it's unhackable. There's no central source to be able to go in and hack it. So your DNA information, this is your DNA. If you looked at my Twitter, my clue was in the description. It's going to be personal. This is about your DNA. This is people's DNA, storing it on a blockchain. And basically the product is called Gene Chain. Gene Chain. Love it. So let's look now at the positives of DNA. So really, the problem, I suppose, out there is the lack of user privacy and control over their DNA data. And security as well. So privacy and security pretty much go hand in hand. So your DNA, what do you know about it? Where are your records kept? And if you do know what your DNA is, how controllable is it? How can you share it with people? How can you make sure it's not shared with people? How can you make sure it's private and nobody else can get your info? So if your DNA is stored on some sort of hospital database, then presumably somebody could hack that central system. That's the whole problem with the centralized world, is that it's hackable. People can get your data. People can find out stuff about you don't want them to find out. So this is a way of getting your control back and essentially having it privately within your control so you can share it and you've got it secured within this kind of node-based blockchain. So this gives you unhackable security for your DNA data, okay, through how the blockchain works and the fact that it's node controlled. So you upload your data for free, and then essentially that data is owned by you via a digital key. And that ensures the privacy. That ensures it's only for you. It's a little bit like a wallet with your private key. Nobody can get it. You keep it. You store it. It's private. It's personal to you. You upload it for free. So what's the point of this? So essentially, the point of this is that if somebody wants to use your data, so there's researchers, scientists, people looking to get aggregate data, they're looking to find out demographic data from age groups, from nationalities, from ethnicity, all that kind of thing. If they want to get that access to your data, you can give them access if you want to, and they pay you for it. Okay, so how the interface will look is that it will essentially have your dashboard, and then you will have offers from scientists, from researchers, people that want to access your data, and you can grant them it in exchange for the token. Okay, so this is a utility token. It's used really for the transactions on the it's used really for the transactions on the blockchain, and transactions from researcher to normal person, normal data. And there are, because this is a node controls, a proof of stake coin, proof of stake system, there are node rewards. So the people that are hosting this distributed system actually get paid in rewards. So it's a monetized process. So not only do you have privacy of your data and complete control of it, but you can give certain amounts of information to researchers and allow them to use that data for whatever research they're doing. So it's a really good process because you know that you're giving that information and you know who you're giving it to. It's not being sold to anybody. It's not being, it's not being appropriated by somebody who's going to use it for negative reasons. Now the potential is really where the future, when you're looking at the future and the long-term potential of this coin, this is the information that shows you that potential. So really, with the access to information, that is really what's needed to make the kind of genetics, the DNA business thrive. Okay, that is the sharing process. So as a result of this company, which is very innovative, helping to solve this problem, helping to give access via the user having control, this industry is rumoured to go to at least 23 billion by 2020. A 23 billion industry that you can basically get a nice little share of right now. Amazing. What else is good about DNA? So they're a first mover. They are amongst the first cryptocurrencies offering an ERC20 token to actually move. They're the first to actually be taking making a real business out of this, making a mission out of it. And they've already started forging partnerships, I think with 900 companies, I think they've got on their database, or certainly within their CRM system. So they've already started the process of this business. Okay, now it's going to be about the adoption. But they're a first mover. And that means they've got the uniqueness right now. If you look on CoinMarketCap, there are no competitors on there. Now, they've got a team of 16 people covering all the different ranges that a business has to do. They've got sales, so the people going to corporate clients and saying, guys, this is an area that you can get into. You can put your employees' data on, or you can use our system to be able to get aggregate data on DNA. You've got tech, you've got people in the blockchain, you've got the software developers, you've got the people that are behind the scenes making sure that the technology is up to date. They've also got an AI, they've got AI team in there as well, so they're making sure they've got really the most revolutionary technological people. And then they've also got people that cover the management, the CFO, the CTO, the CMO. And they've got 4 PhD advisors. Now, these are the guys with the actual experience. These are the guys who are from the industry. I suppose the guys who have the superstar status, but they're the advisors. Now, currently, it's anywhere between 39 to 40 cents, and there's a 38 million circulating supply. So it's, at the moment, a low 8-figure supply. All right, that means that you've got pretty good volatility when the price goes up. It means that this can go up quite quickly. So I call it medium risk reward. It's not too volatile where it would be with 6 or 7 figures or extremely low 8 figures. This is kind of falls into the medium risk reward. So it goes up quite nicely. It goes down quite nicely so that you can get out before you lose a ton of money. And then ultimately it's going to be 100 million total supply. Again, that gives you the, it's not, it's the, one of the lowest, well, it is the lowest 9-figure you can get. So really, it stays medium risk reward when all of the coins are released. I think some of them are frozen at the moment whilst they've been doing the whilst they've been converting to ERC20 tokens. Now, it's a very early stage. If you look on CoinMarketCap at the moment, it's literally on 2 exchanges. It's on Ether Delta, where you can buy it with Ethereum, and it's on Cryptopia, where you can buy it with Bitcoin. It's a very early stage, which means the potential down the line for it to go on more exchanges like Binance, like Coin Exchange, ultimately ones like Poloniex and Bittrex maybe. So very early stage, there's a lot of value potentially to be released. I know that they are currently in talks with other exchanges, so at the moment it's going to be a work in progress, but it's kind of at one of the earliest stages you can get at. Roadmap. Now, this roadmap is not easy to find. I had to find it through a kind of research paper that was done on EncryptGen. So I found it, and basically they've got a light app which is coming very, very shortly, mid-December, so must be literally in the next few days, and this is going to be their version 1. They are literally soft launching it, but the fact I've now come out to now thousands of people, it's not that soft a launch, is it? But they're doing a soft launch just to make sure that the blockchain's working okay, the interface is working okay for, regular people uploading their data, and then they are going to be using that as a basis to do a harder launch at a conference next month. They're going to be pitching to more corporate clients, getting more clients and partners on board. They're going to be getting more venture capitalists on board, and they're going to be increasing the number of nodes that are hosting this blockchain. So they are essentially going to be doing product development over the course of time, and this is taking us to 2019. All right, so I'm going to show you this roadmap in a minute just so you can see what it looks like and what the potential is down the line. So it all just sounds way too good, right? So let's have a look. Let's balance this out and let's find some negatives. What are the reasons why you may not want to invest? It's all of a sudden, it's only 2:20 p.m. in the UK, and it's all of a sudden gotten very dark. So apologies for the dark background. So what are the negatives? Why may you not want to invest? So lack of DNA/genomics background in the team. Okay, so they've got 4 advisors. Those 4 advisors have varying levels of interaction with the genomics industry and worked in DNA, but in the actual team itself, very few of them have any experience here. And the founder particularly is a former lawyer and I think philosopher and stuff like that. And he's written a book about who owns your data. So he has some knowledge, but he's not from the industry. Okay, so the founder is not from the industry. And a lot of the people within the team is not from the industry. Typically, I look for superstars within the team. So that is one of my big bugbears about this, because this is quite a scientific project. If we're looking at gaining credibility and trust for people to upload their data, their DNA data, there has to be a lot of expertise, because that equals the trust. Okay, so that would be one of my little bugbears. However, next to the CEO is an advisor who is from the industry. I'll show you her in a little while, but she is a superstar. So that kind of cancels out the majority of the team's lack of experience in this area. Adoption. This is going to rely on human data to be a real success. For this to be used by scientists and researchers, there has to be human data, there has to be DNA, there has to be normal, regular people coming on board, uploading their data. And at the moment, a lot of the work they're doing is on clients. So their sales team, their marketing team is really based on clients. So they may be getting a lot of people on board, but not necessarily getting a lot of the data on board. Okay, now that may be because they haven't got a version 1 yet, so there's no point in trying to get people. But I think what they could do is create like a waiting list, try and sell the value proposition, why you may want to upload your data here, the benefits of having it on this blockchain, and essentially enable the clients have something to work from, the scientists have something to work from. So adoption is an area that certainly at the moment there isn't a lot of proof of. Okay, so this is something they're going to have to be working on across the course of time. Hence why it's a good idea to get in early, because you can kind of releases the value the more people they get on. competitors are on the rise. I'm going to show you two particular competitors. There's GeneCoin and Zenome, both of which are operating in this space. However, although these are cryptocurrency-based companies or blockchain-based companies, they're not available on CoinMarketCap, and I can't even find the coin. So they may be on the rise, but these guys, EncryptGen, they are currently the first movers. They're currently the ones that are actually making progress. They've worked on recruiting quite a largish team, so they're certainly ahead. But in terms of complete uniqueness, there are people out there. Now, they've got closed off source code. Now, this is something I found out in the research paper. And the research paper were basically saying because of the source code being closed off, they weren't able to look at how good it was. They weren't able to see and make sure it wasn't copied from anywhere. They weren't able really to... they weren't really able to validate it, verify its quality. And as a result of that, they weren't able to really give an opinion on the technology, because it's going to be distributed via nodes. So this is a slight area of concern when it comes to the kind of trust and credibility score. But having said that, if you were running a potential powerhouse, a potential market leader, would you leave your code open source so other people could use it? That's the question I'd ask. So personally speaking, whilst this may be a bit of a negative in terms of looking at the quality of the coding, quality of the technology, at the same time, this is for good reason. It's really to make sure that they retain the market share and that these competitors don't steal their code and essentially try and run away from them. Last thing, it is very early stage. This is a new company. Only recently have the ERC20 tokens been available for you to procure off exchanges. But this actually started in December 2016. So it's a new company. It's not been established for very long. They're only just recruiting people and they're very, very new. Okay, so as with every ICO or new cryptocurrency, when it's early stage, it hasn't been proven on the market hasn't necessarily properly dictated its value, it's not gone out to too many people, there's no working product that people can just look at right now. It is early stage and it is a bit of a risk, okay, and I kind of say that with every early stage cryptocurrency. But having said that, this is an innovative company. It's a unique at the moment company in the cryptocurrency space. It's the only DNA genomics company that you can actually buy an ERC20 or any cryptocurrency in and have a share of. And because of the fact that this is really enabling people to have greater visibility of their DNA and able to control what happens with that DNA, because at the end of the day, it's all in you. Yeah, it's personal to you. Your DNA is right here. But where is that information stored? So this gives an onus for you to find out, upload it, you control it, rather than it being controlled by someone else, sold to someone else. You've got no control over it. You don't get monetized by it. So as a result of all that, because of the fact this is an innovative company that is probably going to be helping create a $23 billion business, I'm giving this a 3.75 out of 5 stars. I think this is probably one of the higher marks you can get for being completely new without a platform. Okay, but 3.75 is very good. Anything above 4 is exceptional, and anything up 5 is outstanding. Okay, legendary, elite, virtuoso, Suppoman status. So 3.75 is an excellent score considering how new they are. The promise and long-term potential outweighs a lot of the kind of early stageness of them, because they're a business. They're actually getting started. They've got a .com. They're more reliable than any other competitor in the space. So, am I investing? For sure. Yes, I am investing. I'm hopeful that there will be a good entry point, but there may not be after I finish this. So, am I investing? Yes. Strategy, long-term. Strategy definitely long-term, because of the fact they're going to be releasing value over time, going to be going on exchanges over time, they're going to be getting more clients over time, they are going to be releasing their first version very soon, and not only that, but they are going to hopefully within 3 years create a multi-billion-dollar business. And you want to be there when that happens and make sure you get a fat share of that wonga. So, that is today's Savage Crypto episode. Can't believe it's so damn dark. It's only 2, for God's sake. So, Mexico. So, Now I'm going to look even darker now because I haven't got the dark background behind me supporting me. So let's just have a quick looky look at how things are going. So this is the white paper. So as I said, this is very unorthodox. This is quite this is like a white paper for idiots. It's probably really bad terminology, but what I'm saying is that there's pictures, there's big writing, it's quite condensed and summarized rather than pages and pages of text. This is the white paper for the gene chain. So you can have a look and you can basically see they're running through the problem, they're giving the solutions. Okay, now these are the competitors. So we've got Xenome here. So other companies sell your data, sell it yourself. So basically similar value proposition. But at the moment there's nothing to buy here. Okay, there's nothing to buy. So nothing, no token, nothing, right? Then we've also got this one, GeneCoin. Make a backup of yourself using Bitcoin. Another genetics stroke DNA type business. Okay, so this one is also trying to get hot on the heels, but I'm not necessarily sure how this one works. Okay, because there's no token, there's nothing really. So, but what I'm saying is that there are people looking to compete in this space. Now, here's the roadmap. So at the moment, they have basically satisfied every single objective in their roadmap on time. Okay, so that's what it said here. Okay, everything has been achieved on time, and they're already ahead of their December 2017 milestone of obtaining a supercomputer, which was right here. So they're well ahead of schedule. They are working. They're working. So the version 1 is coming this month, and then it's going to be properly launched next month. And then they're going to be doing the customer portal for uploading. Opens in March. Okay, so people are going to be able to properly this is going to be open to the public, to the masses in March. So literally just 3 months away. And then they're hoping to have 10 nodes operational by June. So in 6 months' time. Okay, so quite a lot to go through in the roadmap. And of course, there's going to be more versions, more nodes. This is going to become a proper business. Okay, if all's going well, it's going to become a proper business. So let's go back to let's go back to the page and let's just have a quick look at the team. Okay, so the founder here, like I said, he's a lawyer. I'm not going to go through each individual because that would be boring. But this is really the superstar. This is the superstar. So this is the advisor. This one sits next to the CEO. Okay, so she's got a really good background. Okay, so from the National Institute of Medical Genomics. Okay, so she's been in this for a while. She's a university lecturer in the pharmaceuticals environment. Worked at the National Institute for Medical Genomics as a research associate, research fellow, clever lady, PhD, pharmacology, metabolism, pharmacognomics. So she's the superstar. She's the one from the niche. She is the one that kind of sits next to the CEO. Okay, then we've got the management team. Now, these guys are superstars within their job roles. So let's just take a look at Carolyn's seat, for example. Okay, so Carolyn is the CFO, COO, as she's put. Let me just make sure that's correct. Yeah, COO, CFO. Yeah, so she's chief operations and chief of finance. Okay. So she's a superstar within her own right. She's been a director before, and she was a senior portfolio stroke project manager at Standard Chartered Bank for a year and 2 months, and also a project manager. I don't know if that VP means vice president. Normally does at Credit Suisse, which is a massive banking institution. So she's definitely kind of a superstar in that right. And then these two are relative superstars. These guys are the the kind of sales team. I think Monica is the only one that's really got kind of pharmaceutical stroke genetics DNA in her background. The rest don't. AI tech. So this is the guy with artificial intelligence in his background. He, I think, is also a superstar in this area. So he's a CEO already at a artificial intelligence company. I think this is obviously is his own, I believe. Something also to note, by the way, guys, is that the CEO, I think, is going to be recruiting a CEO that's from the industry and removing himself as CEO and becoming chairman. So that's just something to also consider, that they are going to potentially be led. And that was in the research paper that I just showed you. So they are potentially going to be led by someone within the industry. So that is something, that appointment could lead to greater value down the line. So artificial intelligence, leading AI projects since 1995. A lot of people watching me right now probably weren't even born then. So this guy is definitely a superstar, and I think when it comes to the interface, having that AI experience, really heavy AI experience, will really help delivering value and make this kind of like a bit of a super interface and super platform. But this is the blockchain lead, and he classes himself as a blockchain enthusiast, but he's really been a software engineer and not really done any blockchain stuff in the past. Looking at his recent, which was back in January 2016, and even before that, nothing in blockchain. He has been quite senior as CEO, but it's of his own company, so I mean it's quite easy to be CEO of your own company, but he's not really done anything in the whole space of blockchain, so that did leave me slightly worried. The rest of them, they are also not really they're not really from the industry. So here are their advisors. So this one, Barry Smith, Director, National Center of Ontological Research, Biomedical Informatics. So, oh yeah, and also he's a PhD and advisor in gene ontology and data objects. So the computerized and genes. So that's good. This one doesn't really have it. Eamon, he's a computer scientist, doesn't really have it. Nick Lynch, so he's the founder of Curlew Research. I think he's one of their research partners, actually. Nick has worked for 20 years in pharma research, biotechs, informatics companies, and global pharma. Okay, and data analytics. So got some good advisors here. And again, another one consulting for Curlew Research, and presented on blockchain and on New Genomics Marketplace. So essentially, this is looking like a pretty awesome new company that have recruited a ton of people to help them with creating a potential powerhouse. So there we are, guys. That is it for EncryptGen. Let's see if it's increased or anything like that. 53! Jesus. Okay, so that's got up quite sizably, peeps. But it's still well under $1. And considering its circulating supply, I think that there's a lot of room for this to move. It's currently a 20 million market cap. So it's in the top 300. It's in the top 250, peeps. So it's getting up there. It's getting up there. Okay? So if you thought you missed the chain, missed the chance because there's so many cryptocurrencies blowing up right now, this gives you a chance to get in with one of them. See what you guys are saying. So let me know, guys, what are you thinking? Let me know, yes or no, yes or no. What do you think of EncryptGen? What do you think of DNA? What do you think of this business? Let me know, yes or no. Is this investable or not? Investable or not? Let me know. My chat is looking a bit like the troll box right now. Thank you, Simeon. I wish I'd bought it yesterday. Yes, yes. Wow. Oh, okay, it's balanced out now. So there's like almost equal measures. Waiting for the dump. Waiting for it to dump, essentially, to get in. So there are people saying yes, but not until it's at a better entry point, which I can't guarantee, because when I looked at ClearPoll the other day, ClearPoll was, 88 cents, and now it's sailed over $2. So I can't really guarantee it's going to go down, but we'll have to wait and see. 60 cents literally 5 minutes ago. Okay. Yes, yes, no, no, yes, yes, no, no. There's equal measures. DNA, I looked into this coin days ago. You can advance medical research with this. This is going to be wonderful for humanity. I'm buying. Good feedback, Michelle. I agree with you there. Like I said, I think this could lead to advancements in medical care, could lead to advancements in research behind illnesses. There are all sorts of data you can get from other people's DNA that, you can give a lot of money to cancer research, heart foundations, all these different kind of charities looking to resolve illnesses, but without the proper DNA, without factual evidence that they can actually do research against, it's difficult to do. So I agree, it can really help humanity in general. So this is good from an ethical point of view, as long as the data is kept secure and kept private and is completely in the user's hands, what happens with it, and it's unhackable. This is great for humanity. Are you giving away your DNA? Well, that's the thing, you see. This is the thing. So there has to be some credibility established. There is some already because they've got people within the industry. I think they need more people. They need adoption. And with that social proof, more people will do it if it's known to be a good place for your DNA to be. I mean, I've gone to a concert before and somebody said, oh, can I take a swab? And I was like, I don't really want to. But the person I was with said, oh, you know, you should do it. And I was like, okay, fine. And I did it, and they have my DNA now. You know, they've got my DNA, and I'd rather have control of my DNA and give the approval to who has it. So I do think this is going to be. I do think this has got real potential. This is next gen, peeps. Next gen. Dude, this crypto is just too good. I feel like it can't go on forever. Thanks, Adele. That's cool. Super, please, this, the first time for Ethos News. Don't really know what the hell you're asking there. I do know that Ethos is going to be releasing their mobile wallet in Q1 of next year. So, DNA plus Vicecoin equals big mess. Oh, man. You people are hilarious. Right, let's catch up with the chat because I'm well behind. What do I think of Substratum? Nude Direction asks. Substratum, I think, are going to be really starting to compound on their current price. Okay, they are going to be. I know that they've got some roadmap items coming up. They've got a token burn coming up. And I also, by the way, I also think there's a token burn happening on EncryptGen, just in case. I don't know for sure because I couldn't really find it, but the rumours are that there's a token burn happening on EncryptGen. How much did Ethos pay you? They paid me nothing. It's all off my own back, peeps. Oh yeah, also something else that I wanted to bring up today is Wabi is now out. It's out there. It's $1.20. So Wabi was 25 cents at ICO, and it came on the market yesterday. And it ballooned. It went up to $1.60 or so. Yeah, $1.60 this went up to. And since this morning, it did go down to near $1. Literally a couple of hours ago, I think, or maybe even an hour ago. It was near $1. So there we are. And it's been bought back up. So, guys, this could go. This could go. I did review this. It hasn't got the circulating supply, so it's currently not got a rank on CoinMarketCap. But this could launch. 250. I don't know what's 250. Substratum will have a token burn. Yeah. So yes. So that's right. Yeah. Suppo Villain. Interesting name. What do you think about Deep Onion? I have actually spoken about Deep Onion when I was reviewing privacy coins once upon a time. So those were my thoughts. Can't really remember what I said because I've looked at about 1 billion coins since. I've reviewed Cardano. I've reviewed it twice. Look through my videos, peeps. Stop being lazy. Screw Webby. Any good questions? Suppoman, are you still positive about InvestFeed? I'm going to be brutally honest with you, peeps. No, I'm not really that convinced about InvestFeed at the moment. It's kind of not really gone anywhere, has it? In all honesty. And I think that the longer time goes on, that it stays at its current USD price, yet the BTC volume goes down. Let me just put the phone on mute. The BTC volume goes down. It makes it even less attractive. So unless this hurries up, because at the rate that Bitcoin's growing, it's just going to be a really poor conversion to Bitcoin price. So those are my personal opinions on this at the moment. It is a little bit worrying. It's not really had the growth. So here we are, Maybelline. Fucking freezing in here. It's damn cold, man. In the winter, it must be about 3 degrees outside, so it's fucking freezing. Superman, a real question. What do you think about Minecraft 2 coming out? I don't Didn't even know there was a Minecraft 2. Little Kelly. Are you joking? That's my other channel, man. That's me other channel. Don't know. You gave Lisk 4.5 when you first reviewed it. Have you changed it? No. I think Lisk is a potential. It's a potential powerhouse. It's gonna go, peeps. Right. Let me go to Twitter. Peeps. Everything has its time. Okay. Litecoin was this time last year about $4 or something. You know, Lisk is more expensive than that, and look where Litecoin is now. It's gone up times 100 from that point. All right, times 100. Lisk is going to have its day, peeps. Lisk is going to have its day. So where was I looking? Follow me on Twitter, by the way, guys. So I think what was it? It was a Vince Lingham post, or somebody had quoted Vince Lingham, and he said there was no chance of let's see, Litecoin. This is one of the best tweets. I thought I'd saved it, but obviously I didn't. Vince, why isn't it coming up? Well, basically, the guy from Civic, Vince Lingham, said that Litecoin would never achieve $200 or something in his whole lifetime. God, I wish I could find it. Can't find it. But anyway, yeah, it was a really good tweet. He said he didn't see Litecoin going above $200 in his entire lifetime. And that was a year ago that he said that. And look where Litecoin is today. Lisk will probably be in the same. Lisk will probably be the same. So that's it. Vinny Lingham. Good one, Crypto Stunner. Are you an actual stunner? There's no picture. I can't tell. Vincey. Cannabis coins. When Suppoman coins? Coming soon, peeps. Coming soon. So, Mexico. So, I think that's it for today, guys. Don't want to make this too long. Okay, Michelle. That's cool. Cobbin Hood shout. Thank you for the Cobbin Hood shout. Wow. Look at Cobbin Hood. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Insane in the membrane. Come on. When do you think the market cap will reach 1 trillion? Shit. February, I think. February or March. I think March, end of March it's looking like. I don't know. We'll see. Keep the land straight. The thing with the thing with cryptocurrency in general is that it's a snowball effect. It goes from small to big to large to really large to mammoth, and then the snowball just keeps on getting bigger. So from 50 billion, which it was 6 months ago, to 500 billion has taken 6 months, but in that time the snowball has gotten so much bigger. So the time from 50 billion to 511 billion will be a lot more, I mean, than the time between 500 billion to 1 trillion. So watch this space, peeps. Watch this space. So, Mexico. So that's it, guys. That is it for today's episode of Savage Crypto. And I will see you next time, peeps. Let me know in the comments what you think of Encrypt Gen. Thank you for being here with me today, peeps, on this episode of Savage Cash. I will see you next time. Walks like, talks like, acts like cash. Lights out, all out, peeps.